The Metal Fourth came out, and it's really good. And then some people on the internet, you know, like they do, were talking crap about the new album. And some of them are, as they say, longtime Babymetal fans. I'm not going to question whether they really are or not. I believe them. That's fine. And there's this school of thought in the old guard of fans that Babymetal has lost something along the way. I'm not here to argue for or against whether they've lost something. What I will say is if you don't like Metal Fourth because there's too many collaborations, or because it's not like their first two albums, and those are the only two golden albums of the golden era or whatever that you want to call it, I think I would challenge you to firmly grasp the stick in your ass.
I don't know if you're allowed to do that.
Metal Fourth is out today! Go listen now! Woo!
Hey folks, wow, just a wild week for me. Spent my entire last week at Disney World with my wife and kids, and as I was coming off of that trip, Metal Fourth dropped, and I got to listen to the new songs all the way home from Disney. At this point, I've already listened to these songs so much that they already feel established to me, which is what I wanted because for this video, at the end, we're gonna have all the Metal Fourth songs ranked. And I didn't want the released singles to have an edge over the new songs due to their lasting impact giving them such an advantage. Now, if you didn't watch my first video, where I ranked just the singles off of Metal Fourth, please go give that video a watch because I won't be recapping too much about those songs on an individual level for this video because that would feel redundant. I already did that. I will do a recap of those singles quickly, and then talk about what's new. The release of Metal Fourth has given us 5 brand new studio tracks: Kawaii, Sunset Kiss, Algorithm, My Queen, which was released on the same day as the album as a sort of release day single with a music video to boot, and White Flame, the final track on Metal Fourth. In this video, I'm going to go through these tracks in order, give all my thoughts on them, and rank them within my original tier list. At the end of this video, we will have a fully complete Metal Fourth ranking, based on my own opinions, of course. Before beginning, please note 2 very important pieces of context.
Number 1.
As I stated in my last ranking video, we only have B tier, A tier, and S tier, because Babymetal doesn't turn in C-level work. I do think at least one Babymetal song falls into the B category, but that song ain't on Metal Fourth. Every one of these new tracks, at minimum, is at least squeaking into A tier.
Number 2.
I put hours and hours of thought into ranking these songs. I consider the quality of the song itself, how the song sets itself apart from other songs, if the song reminded me of other songs. I considered a lot of things when coming up with where I place these songs on my tier. First impressions are still fresh, but I did my best to limit the influence of the shiny new toy factor on this ranking. So without further ado, this is ranking every song on Metal Fourth. Let's start off with the recap. On my original tier list, our rankings from bottom to top were From Me to You, Con Con, RATATATA, Metali, and Song 3. 2 songs I considered A tier, while 3 of them sit comfortably in S tier. Since that initial ranking, I have gone back and forth on a few placements, but when I sit down and listen to the tracks again, I always arrive back at where they are on the tier list currently. So let's dive into the first new track on this album and figure out where it stacks up. While this entire album is incredibly diverse, Kawaii is easily the biggest departure from what one would expect to hear on a Babymetal album. There are people on the internet who, with a straight face, say that this latest album lacks creativity. Kawaii might not be my favorite Metal Fourth track, but it is certainly the most creative. And spoiler alert, I love it. So longtime viewers of mine may know that I am a huge fan of BMC. It's like one of my favorite Babymetal songs. So going into Kawaii, I was hoping for a spiritual successor to BMC. Is that what we got? In my opinion, no. What we got was entirely new. While there are moments that sound a little like BMC, in general, I think the song actually reminds me more of Ine. Kawaii, I think, draws inspiration from both Ine and BMC, but also gives us more variety. Yui-Metal sounds to be carrying the main hook, but Moa-Metal gets an entire second verse to herself, which I think is probably the highlight for most people on this track. Hearing Moa-Metal rap some bars in English, no less, a week after saying this shit?
I can't do that.
You liar! You know what I'm gonna do about this? What? Nothing!
Momo-Metal is awesome, and I'm so glad she got her moment here. But as much as I love Momo-Metal spitting some bars, my favorite part, and something that legitimately took me by surprise, was this. I was so focused on waiting for the Moa-Metal rap god moment that I didn't even realize that Momo was growling in the background the whole time. But when she came in at the end with the I exclaimed out loud. And then promptly went back to the beginning of the song to listen again. Kawaii is so fun. I love imagining the girls in the studio recording these parts because I'm sure they had a blast doing it. If they release a killer music video for this song, it'll probably rank higher on my tier list overall. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and stick it right here, leading the A tier, just above Con. I like to think that this song is a direct response to poser fans, who say the Kawaii left with Yui-Metal. These people are not real fans, and are not the arbiters of what is and is not kawaii. Babymetal are what they are, and if you don't like what they are, that's fine. But maybe don't call yourself a Babymetal fan if you only like the first two albums. Change your Facebook relationship status to as complicated at least, cause if you say you're a Babymetal fan when not liking more than half of the songs they've made, well that's like me saying I'm a Star Wars fan but I only like the original trilogy, not the prequels, or the sequels, or the TV shows, or the books. Like, you're not really a fan of Babymetal if you hate Metal Galaxy, the other one, and Metal Fourth. That's more of the albums than the albums that you love.
Don't be selfish.
They're allowed to be Babymetal and express themselves however they want to.
Babymetal has always changed and experimented. And hey, I practice what I preach. When people ask me if I'm a Star Wars fan, I always answer something along the lines of, I love the first 6 movies in Solo. I thought Rogue One was mid until the last 15 minutes, and I think The Mandalorian is the most overrated Star Wars property of all time, elevated only by surrounding mediocrity on all sides between the sequels and other bad Star Wars shows. But I hear Andor is real good. But Star Wars has hurt me before.
That really hits me where I live.
Like, that's like pretty much what I say every time. A simple yes or no just wouldn't be honest. So all that to say, if you want to say you're a Babymetal fan while simultaneously saying that Babymetal died in 2018, well, it's not illegal to be wrong. And by the way, who left the phone off the hook in Kawaii? Alright, this next song is only new to you if you live in the woods with no internet, in which case, hello, welcome. How exactly are you watching this? Now, I'll be honest and say that the first time I heard Brand New Day, it wasn't my favorite Babymetal song. I liked it just fine, but initially found it a little too ambient and not quite catchy enough for my personal taste. Over time, I grew to appreciate Brand New Day mostly for its intro and its chorus, but it remains likely in lower A tier for me as a Babymetal song. Still good, and I still throw it in from time to time. However, Sunset Kiss, in my opinion, kept the Polyphia vibes of Brand New Day and fixed every issue I had. This song is technical, catchy, and beautiful. To me, it is the far better version of Brand New Day. While I still prefer the chuggier, heavier Babymetal songs forced to choose, I'm still here for Sunset Kiss. And I can totally see how Sunset Kiss would be S tier for folks that prioritize guitar work or melody-driven songs as opposed to rhythmically driven songs, like Song 3, the way that I do. For me, while Sunset Kiss is a bop, and I groove to it today on my way into work, it is gonna go in the A tier below From Me to You for now.
What? What the fuck?
I'm sorry, okay, if this is your favorite Metal Fourth track, I'm sorry. I promise you, I do love the song, and I do think it is better than Brand New Day. I just don't think that it's better than any of the other amazing Metal Fourth tracks we've ranked thus far. Man, I had a lot more to say about Kawaii. But come on, if you've been watching me for a while, you expected that. No, I'm not gonna say that. That meme is old. No one is even gonna get it.
Attention, population of the One. We have decided to give you yet another music video on the same day as Metal Fourth descends from the heavenly home of Kitsune-sama. This one is called My Queen, and it's...
That's not how we rehearsed it. Start it over. God damn, I said I'm not gonna do that.
Yo dog, we heard you like Babymetal, so we added a Babymetal to your Babymetal so you can Babymetal while you Babymetal. So fucking stupid.
Alright, so when I finished up my recent Disney vacation, I knew I would have a new Babymetal album to listen to. What I did not know was that they would also drop yet another studio music video for one of their yet unheard songs, My Queen, featuring Spiritbox. It's funny because I remember seeing that short they put out with Courtney and thinking, oh, maybe we'll get one more single release before album release day. But once we were like 2 days away from Friday, I had assumed that Babymetal was done with dropping music videos for a while.
JoJo! Have you learned nothing?
This part of the video is where I brace for impact a little bit. You guys aren't holding a hot cup of coffee or anything, right? Because see, while I do like My Queen, I don't know if I love it.
You need to leave!
So like again, the notification I got saying this video was premiering in 30 minutes surprised me, and I watched the video before I listened to any other new Metal Fourth track, so I was primed and yearning for new Babymetal. I was there at the premiere, okay? I even recorded the countdown to the premiere so you guys can know that I was excited to hear this. Overall, I think this song is just pretty good. Sue's voice sounds strong in the mix and clean, getting to hold those notes out for a while against fairly unobtrusive music. The high point of the song for me is, surprisingly, Courtney's part in the bridge when she breaks it down and the girls are doing the best part of the song's choreography. Which, by the way, I got sad when the music video would cut away so much from the girls' choreo because it looks awesome whenever they showed it. But the overall minor chord tonality of the intro and the verses having this sound like they're underwater or something, it's a creative song. Again, people saying Metal Fourth is an album void of creativity are f***ing high on drugs. But never let it be said that I am a mindless cheerleader for Babymetal with no objective thoughts. My Queen is not my favorite style they chose on this album, and if I had to guess, based on my limited familiarity with Spiritbox, whom I checked out a while back and decided was not really for me, the sounds I don't favorite are primarily the influence of Spiritbox. And that's great if you're a Spiritbox fan. I personally just don't get into metal with a lot of mystical, atmospheric sections like them or Sleep Token, for instance. I wish them all the success in the world, but I prefer my tunes a little catchier, that's all. Spiritbox makes music that I would play at a club where all the attendees are secretly gothic vampires, and that's sick as hell. But I'm more of a Ine dance club kind of guy. So My Queen, I'm sorry, is going at the end of A tier. It was flirting with B tier, but the awesome bridge elevated it back into A tier for me. Again, if this is your favorite, remember, I'm just a guy. And my opinion is not an authority on what should or shouldn't be considered good. But for now, this is my honest opinion. My Queen is a song that I like, that has a bridge that I love. I mean, look at them break it down. God damn it, stop cutting away. You think I came to look at the chessboard, motherfucker?
Alright, so let's get serious here for a second. Check this fucking shit out!
Alright guys, we're getting into some serious upset territory here. Because the moment I heard the intro to Algorithm, I was in love. It's catchy, it's melodic, it has ups and downs. It has an unrelenting rhythm, it has Mega Man X vibes, but most importantly, this song reminded me of another one of my favorite Babymetal songs. One that really does not get enough love. Syncopation is a wonderful Babymetal song that I rarely hear people talk about online. It's one of the Babymetal songs I put in the category of, this would make a great anime intro song. So you tell me if I'm nuts. Do these sound similar to you? To be clear, I find this likeness to be a wonderful thing. This is not copying or running out of ideas. This is a wonderful continuation of a sound I don't hear in many of Babymetal's songs. And if that weren't enough, this next part of Algorithm hit me like a ton of bricks. What are you supposed to do with that random part of the song? Well, I might be the only one, but for me, when I heard this part, I was like, this reminds me of something, and made me feel like I was in high school again, but I couldn't figure out why. Who did this remind me of? At first, I thought it was Under Oath. They're Only Chasing Safety by Under Oath is such a great album, by the way, but it wasn't right. Then it hit me, when I saw a random Ronnie Radke short pop up on my feed. Escape the motherfucking fate. Do you guys hear it? Am I nuts? Am I just constructing likenesses where they don't exist? I hope someone else out there feels it, because this experience was so comforting to me. The fact that my new favorite band, who I credit for showing me brand new things in music, can also, at the same time, remind me of music I had almost forgotten about. It was a crucially formative time of my life, especially as it pertains to music. Algorithm made me so incredibly happy when I heard it. I played it again and again, and I played it while I typed up the script. Algorithm is going to get a special honor in this tier list and break its way into the S tier and leave some casualties in its wake. I'm putting it right here, just above RATATATA. I know there'll be lots of folks who do not agree with surrendering territory away from RATATATA, which was and is such an iconic song, but for me, for right now, Algorithm is such a jam. Maybe I come back to this list months from now and change my mind, but right now, this feels right. I originally placed it right below RATATATA out of loyalty to it, but it felt like I was lying to myself. And this is coming from someone who loves Electric Callboy and every song I've heard by them. Algorithm is just on another level. It is Syncopation Part 2 with some flavors added. And to be fair, Algorithm gives more of the microphone to Momozilla than RATATATA does, so... I mean, come on, you know whose channel this is, right? I guess it's time. Just one more song to talk about. Are we gonna go out with a bang or a thud? Alright guys, if you're not a fan of White Flame, you can go ahead and start writing your hate comments now, because this song is gonna tear down the motherfucking walls. This song gave me fucking goosebumps 5 separate times. Let's go through those times now. By the way, did that fourth one make you think of anything? This song is a fucking masterpiece, with its roots embedded in songs like Amore and Arcadia, and maybe a little Road to Resistance as well. This song slaps harder than a bacon cheeseburger.
Bacon cheeseburger.
I can only say how much I love it for so long. While I can't see the top spot away from song 3, White Flame is officially unseating Metalli and going into S tier in 2nd place overall. And I do not hesitate to place it there. It's hard to take Metalli down a notch, but Momozilla's theme song is still top spot, so I think she'll forgive the surrendered territory. So there we have it, folks. My complete Metal 4th tier list in order from lowest to highest is My Queen, a good song with a great part, Sunset Kiss, an improved and catchier second Polyphia collaboration. From Me to You, the song that had Babymetal hitting the ground running in 2025. Con Con, a song designed to feed off of crowd energy. Kawaii, the hip-hoppiest Babymetal track since Ine. RATATATA, the anthem of summer 2024. Algorithm, a wonderfully balanced song that spoke to me personally. Metali, the introduction to Momo-Zilla. White Flame, a song you could slay dragons to with a heavenly choir as witness. And Song 3, the anthem of Momo-Zilla and the most unskippable Metal 4th song, in my opinion. Originally, I was going to include a segment in here discussing what the hell is going on with the old guard of Babymetal fans who are stuck in 2018 and insist that there hasn't been a good Babymetal song since then. But I keep having to remind myself of what I said earlier in the video. These people are not Babymetal fans. Maybe they were before, but they have become jaded and bitter in a conundrum of their own making. Don't let anyone out there tell you that Babymetal is anything less than the best they have ever been. You saw Times Square, right? You see that? That is not the hallmark of a band in decline. You don't get to tell Babymetal what they should be. Love what they are, or go find someone else to love. Spend your energy on loving something new. Stop spreading your rain cloud. You're doing yourself a disservice and dragging down others with you. But to all the real ones out there, well, just keep dancing like crazy since baby. See ya!